everybody. Sorry, I am out again today, but today's activity is so easy, I'm sure you'll do a very good job of it, even without me around. So check it out. I'm at our DX. I'm going to go to our DX specifically. I'm going to go to Materials, scroll down, and find the exhibition. That's what we're working on today. And then today, the lesson is about the curatorial rationale. The goal of today's lesson is to get your brain pointed in the right direction with curatorial rationale. Okay, so right here to this lesson here. Let's have a look here. I can use information I collected from visiting exhibitions to inform my own practice. I can write a description and compare it to the requirements of the IBDP Visual Arts Curatorial Rationale. All right, this one has a typo in it. Sorry. I can see the differences and similarities between general and academic visual arts writing. How do I write a curatorial rationale which justifies the arrangement of work, link it to my intentions, and consider the viewer's experience? And how does an exhibition communicate? All right, so here is the synopsis of what's happening today. Using the information from our trip to 798, write a description of one exhibit we visited. Mr. Allen has the information in printouts. If you don't have one, either share with a classmate or go look at the Art 2 exhibition in the gallery and write a description of that. So I have them printed out here, and I will give them to Miss Karen, and she'll distribute them for you. You can remember from long time ago, we did this. Remember these? And I've got the responses. You can see here, not everybody responded, I know, but well, there you go. This is what we're working with, and I have all of this information printed out for you. So, as it says in the instructions, if you don't have one, it's not a big deal, just share with a classmate, or if you want to go out and look at the exhibition, the painting exhibition of Art 2, it's up in the gallery right now, so you can go ahead and go out and do that. All right, what you should do is write a description of the exhibition. Make it about 300 to 400 words, all right? Actually write it. Don't just think about it, all right? Actually sit down and write it, because the next part is going to help you understand the curatorial rationale better. All right, number 2, compare your description to the requirements for the curatorial rationale. Here are the requirements right here. You see it says curatorial rationale specifics. What you should do is look at your 300 to 400 word description of an exhibition and compare it to the points that are made about the curatorial rationale. Everything in this box comes directly from the IB. These first 4 are not things you'll have access to without reading the guide. Which is really intended for teachers, but if you like to see it, I can show it to you. However, the very last bullet point right here, it comes right from the rubric, right from the top mark band. What you should do is look at the description you wrote and then look at what's required, all right? Note the similarities and note the differences. What I'm trying to get across to you is that the curatorial rationale is not an artist's statement. It's not an exhibition review. It's not an exhibition description, although it has lots of those things in it, all right? And your goal is to see how the description of an exhibit is the same as a curatorial rationale, and also things that you need to do differently for the curatorial rationale. So once you've kind of compared your writing to what's required in the curatorial rationale, we're here on number 3. Complete a 3-2-1 bridge routine on the comparisons. All right, so here's the instructions for the 3-2-1 bridge. This is like a thinking strategy. First thing you do is look at your writing, look at the requirements, and write 3 words or short phrases. All right, it can just be, I suggest adjectives. To what extent are they the same and different? Although you can use this any way that you think helps you. Second, write 2 questions. These questions can be directed at anybody. They can be questions for yourself. They can be questions for your viewer. They can be questions to the IB. They can be questions about the curatorial rationale. Doesn't matter who you address the questions to. Just write 2 questions about how your writing and the specifics compare to one another. Finally, go to that slideshow you created that has all the artwork that might be in your exhibition, and write one analogy about the exhibition, okay? So an analogy means you're comparing it to someone else. So my exhibition is like a something, 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 and then justify it. It has something, 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 something. I was trying to think, somebody wrote something good today about how their exhibition is like a horror story. I can't remember exactly the justification. I was comparing my exhibition to a fiery chicken, kind of frightening and exciting, but not quite ready for public consumption. All right? What you do is you write this analogy and put it right onto the slideshow. Okay? Put it on the first or second screen of that slideshow and just leave it right there. All right. So once again, I'm going to cover everything, and this is all you have to do today in class. First, collect the form for Miss Karen and write a description of the exhibition that you went to in 798, and or use a friend's and go see the one outside. Write 300 to 400 words about that exhibition. Compare your writing to the requirements of the curatorial rationale. Write 3 words about that comparison. Write 2 questions you have about the curatorial rationale, and write an analogy for your exhibition for the state that it's in right now. All right. I know it's complicated, but I'm sure you all get through it. Please do it. All right. I'm going to check the analogy on the first slide of your on the first slide of the exhibition slideshow. And at some point in time, I will probably also read the writing. You should put it at the last slide. All right? Once you get done with that, you can use the time the way you think is best. All right? The other class got done in about, I don't know, maybe about like 45 minutes, something like that. All right? It took them about 2/3 of the class time. All right. I'll see you on Friday, if not sooner. Hope you're all having a super day.